Welcome to SVG-TV's news for Friday, December 6, 2019. I am Barvin Arthur with the details. Members of the public were sensitized today about crime safety tips and how not to be a victim of crimes, especially during this Christmas season. This through the annual Police Christmas Crime Prevention Exhibition held in front of the police headquarters in capital Kingstown under the theme, Securing Citizens and Visitors Through Innovative Policing. The exhibition provided a wealth of information on health and safety tips, which included information related to human trafficking, pickpocketing, safety on the roads, as well as tips for parents. This year's exhibition also featured booths from the Sexual Offences Unit and the Ministry of National Mobilization. Speaking with our news team, Superintendent of Police Clausen Francis said crime prevention is an important part of the work the police, and the exhibition forms part of a week of activities designed to build a close relationship with the public and how they can work together with the police to fight crime.
This year, our theme is securing citizens and visitors through innovative policing. Innovative in the sense that we are engaged in community policing. And we have started the week of activities Monday this week. On Monday we had our meet and greet. Tuesday we had a whistle stop on the leeward end of the country. Wednesday we repeated on the other side of the country. And today we have our main event, crime prevention exhibition. And we are delighted that this time around we have on board the Gender Affairs Unit in the Ministry of National Mobilization. So they have been with us for the entire week. They also have a message to spread in terms of crime and crime prevention.
Superintendent Francis said the response from the public has been excellent, and the hard work of the lawmen and women of the RSVG's police force continues to bear fruit.
Excellent. Most persons are interested in the polymer notes because you know they don't want to become victim of fraud, want to be engaged in transaction with counterfeit notes. So that is one of the main highlights of the of today's event. But we see the benefits in it. We realize we have had a reduction in crimes this year, significant reduction. So we believe people are listening. The Vincentian public, they are listening to the crime prevention tips, and they're not only listening, they are executing. They are doing exactly what we ask them to do, because we have seen a reduction in pickpocketing. It seems like the tree card is non-existent now, and so these simple signs tell us that the people are learning. They're learning, and we're getting less reports of those nature.
Fraud, money laundering, and human trafficking are serious crimes which the RSVG's police force are trying to keep at bay. And members of the units which deal with these offences were on hand at today's exhibition to provide information to the public on how they can protect themselves from becoming victims of these crimes. A member of the Anti-Trafficking in Persons unit highlighted the importance of his work, while a member of the CID, which deals with fraud and other related offences, spoke about the security features of the new polymer notes and what persons need to look for when conducting transactions.
Left hand corner each note, there's a different symbol. The $100, the top left hand corner, if you feel it's a square, feel it for yourself. The 50, a triangle, you feel it. The 20, a rectangle. The 10 has an X, but it's a bit difficult too. So the 5 is a circle. Also, the holographic foil, where we'll term it as plastic. This area here. In the $100, the 50 and the 20, the holographic foil, you hold it up or tilt it, you see it changes color. Let me say we have like a business in town, and we can't handle to do all of this feeling and all of this. You buy a UV light cheap, you could go Korea's, or you could order it $15, $20, you can't lose. Small and efficient. A man get $100, you want 3 for 10, the crowd strong for you. You take a UV light, you turn it on, you just spot it to the bottom of it. You see it? ECCB. You see it? You can't see it with the naked eye, only the UV. And these are the security features of these brands.
I mean, women, children, males, every single body becomes victims of human trafficking. And the thing is that when you become a victim of human trafficking, it is very hard to get out. Sometimes the only way most of these individuals get out is by if they are eventually rescued, otherwise than that, it leaves in death. Because these traffickers do not want their victims to escape and to tell law enforcement, because they know they're going to go to jail. So what they do? They kill them when they're no longer useful to them. So we're here to teach, to inform the general public about human trafficking so that we can prevent it from reaching our shores, and if it is in our shores, so that they will know what to look out for to come and tell the police.
Members of the Sexual Offences Unit and the Gender Affairs Division were also on hand at the exhibition to provide safety tips to the public. In recent times, there has been an increase in sexual offences in the country, particularly against children.
Basically, some preventative measures. Our objective is to sensitize the public on preventative measures of sexual assaults. That is what our booth is about, just basically enlightening the public about sexual assault and preventative measures and parental tips, advice, because now it's a Christmas season and you know parents is about Kingston shopping. The children are alone at home and they leave them with people that are not even responsible. But just a word to the parents. Parents, the persons who we seem to trust, and the persons who are closely to us are the ones that normally molest our little girls. So we have to be careful who we leave our little girls. And our boys are also need protection as well as our little girls.
You know, I think what happens with a lot of us in St. Vincent and Grenadines, we are too trusting, especially when it comes to our kids. We are trusting with our neighbors, we are trusting with our friends, and most of the time, if not most of the time, yes, the perpetrators who commit sexual assault to our kids or to even the women are people close to them. Sometimes it's not even strangers, because usually a child have to feel safe for somebody to be able to open up to actually try to interfere with them. So I would tell a lot of parents especially is to always have an open eye, not because somebody is their brother, their friend, or their uncle, what's not, to pay attention and actually listen to our kids, because our kids usually tell us, always give us hints on when something is wrong. Listen to your child, look at your child's reactions and behaviors. And men, I think there needs to be more men in the home, not just be as a provider, but be as a nurturer to his kids and his wife also.
82 students from the SVG Community College today received educational support bursary from the government of Taiwan under its Human Resource Development Bursary Program. Ambassador of the Republic of China on Taiwan, Calvin Ho, stressed the importance of providing assistance in education, particularly to those who are in dire need of help to pursue higher learning.
Taiwan scholarship program, which I just say Human Resource Development Program, to assist financially disadvantaged students for their study. Ever since then, my government has provided resources to those needed extension students from primary, secondary, and post-secondary schools together with the Ministry of Education. And this year, our two governments actually renew the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding of this scholarship program, which is further extended to 2023 with a monetary provision of US 120,000 annually.
Ambassador Ho noted the many contributions of his government to education in SVG in the form of scholarships and bursaries since 1998, and said that they will continue to ensure more students benefit from similar initiatives.
When I come here, I always told my extension friends that one of my very important work here with the embassy is to support the young people's study. So I'm trying not only continue these programs, but also try to raise the number for the students to study here or in Taiwan.
Deputy Director of the SVG Community College, Eula Adams, said they are always looking at ways to assist students who face financial challenges and are happy with the support provided by the government of the Republic of China on Taiwan.
Student support is an important part of our function, and there is an assistant registrar whose portfolio is that of student support. We are indeed grateful for this financial support for our needy students. Mr. Ambassador, we applaud the continued effort on the part of your embassy to make these funds available for the benefit of our needy students. I am sure that the money to be received today will assist greatly in meeting their educational needs during this next semester.
Minister of Education Sinclair Prince urged the students who receive the bursary to use the money for its intended purpose, that is, towards their education. Minister Prince noted that this week, under the ROC's Human Resource Development Bursary Program, more than 120,000 EC dollars in bursaries were handed out to students at the primary, secondary, and tertiary levels, which is quite commendable.
Brings together two friendly governments working for the benefit of our disadvantaged students who are in need. And the financial support given to them through this program will certainly help to facilitate their educational journey. And of course, you, the recipients of these awards, will no doubt be grateful to the Chinese government for helping you to realize your dreams. It has been long established that education is the key to success, and as such, this worthy cause and its architects must be commended and applauded, and particularly the Chinese. I keep saying Chinese, but of course, they are Chinese, but I know, I'm talking about Taiwanese, the Republic of China and Taiwan.
Minister Prince added that Taiwan continues to support the ministry's programs, which have been a success and continues to contribute to the overall development of SVG.
Taiwan's contribution to education in SVG extends to other programs which have impacted positively on the education sector and our nation. These programs include, but are not limited to, the YES and SET programs and the university scholarships to study in Taiwan. And as the ambassador said, just like him, I hope that some of you, all of you would aspire to study in Taiwan. I know we have already started to do some Mandarin at the college, and we have seen a brilliant exposition of it just now in the rendition of the anthem. Again, and with the ambassador, I'd like to compliment those students who did the anthem so very well. Ambassador Ho, I wish to thank you and the government of Taiwan for your support over the years since we established diplomatic relations in 1981. I assure you that our nation has benefited significantly from your nation's acts of compassion.
Meanwhile, some of the recipients of the bursary expressed gratitude to the government of the Republic of China on Taiwan for the financial assistance and also praised the SVG Community College staff for looking out for their interest.
Taiwan's contribution to the Division of Teachers' Education ensures less privileged students are able to afford a tertiary education, which adds value to many lives and, by extension, many families across the breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This scholarship allows us access to high-quality education. The crucial knowledge and skills gained as a result allows us to give back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and apply what we have learned to give back to our communities.
Thank you to the people and the government of Taiwan for providing the financial support to the students at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I extend a sincere thank you to the lecturer for being the backbone of our education endeavors and for constantly supporting and motivating us. A warm thank you goes out to the deputy and deans of the community college for their vision and commitment placed in our institution. We are indeed blessed to have been awarded the Taiwanese bursary.
I'd just like to say thank you on behalf of the Divisional Technical Institute. We, the students, really appreciate this scholarship because for us, some of the students, just as myself, is in the entrepreneurship and small business management. And we, the students, we will be the entrepreneurs who will be going out there to start start a job actually so persons could be employed. So this scholarship that you have provided for us and others will really truly go a long way for benefit us.
CADI is well known for its research in agriculture, and in one area in which the organization is examining is the biological means to control various pests and pest diseases which can hamper crop production. Students of the SVG Technical College yesterday got the opportunity to learn more about this and other measures being taken to control pests and pest diseases. The pink hibiscus mealybug is one pest which can wipe out an entire crop. CADI Rep Gregory Linton explained why the mealybug is so destructive and one biological means to control it.
They will develop wings and they'll fly, but they don't feed. And the females, they will remain in one place or move very little, and they will just feed and suck and get swollen and legs. All right. And they inject a lot of toxins, so the saliva would have a lot of toxins. So they would inject that into the plant, so because that would help to digest the saps that they're sucking in, and that causes a lot of crinkling, a lot of curling, and so forth. You know, so then in those crinkling up and curling, they can hide, coupled with all the waxy you see on the mealybug. So it's very difficult to get any control with chemicals. So that's why you have to resort to biological control. So this is a ladybird beetle that was brought in, Cryptolemus montresori, and that's the larva. So both adults and larva would feed voraciously on the mealybugs. You have all sorts of ladybirds. Some are generalists, means they'll eat anything in terms of insects, and some are specific. So this one will be specific to pink hibiscus mealybug. We know only that. All right. So in no time you will see serious reductions.
The diamondback moth is another destructive pest which specifically targets cabbage.
All right. Diamondback moth. So this is some of the damage that can be caused, and if it's cabbage, you want to minimize as much as possible the amount of chemicals they spray on cabbage because it's leafy. You hardly cook it, you know, except sometimes you prepare a little bit of codfish or something. But generally, you don't cook it, you know. So it's not something you want to be spraying, you know. So you have to find alternatives.
Thursday's educational session with the students of the technical division was part of activities held to celebrate CADI Day 2019.